given my recent financial situation, I've turned side hustle. Does anyone remember when we called side hustle second and third jobs or whatever? We kinda collectively came up with a new term for literally no reason. Or maybe the reason is just to disguise the fact we're busy slaving away to try and gain a crumb of financial security so we can actually enjoy the time we have. But in so doing, our limited time on this planet is being thrown away doing stuff we don't even like. Anyway, the key to getting a good side hustle going is noticing a gap in the market. You may not know this, but it's not entirely unheard of for people in the bodybuilding community to seek out human milk for benefits and growing their muscles. Sounds kind of weird, I know, but think about how much a baby grows just by drinking human milk. Makes you think. Regardless, I noticed that the main problem with those providing the milk is that they don't do it on a consistent basis. Secondly, I noticed that everyone providing the milk is a woman. Now I'm something of an egalitarian, so that got my hackles up. I decided to do something for equality by stepping forward to fill a gap in the market of male human milk. I ain't gonna lie, this had a couple of problems, but I'm nothing if not an enterprising businessman. I march up to my nearest lactation consultant and demand to know how man can lactate. I got a weird look, but I'm nothing if not someone who stands firm in the face of bigotry. Why the fuck shouldn't I produce and sell human breast milk to bodybuilders so I can make a little side cash? Actually, it sounds fucking weird now that I say it aloud, but I stand strong. The lactation consultant and I make up contact for the next few minutes as I signal my commitment to wanting to produce milk with my body through an unwavering gaze. The lactation consultant eventually sighs and just asks me if I'll consider psychiatric help for what is very obviously an imbalanced state of mental health fueled by self-loathing as a result of a traumatic childhood due to being raised by your mother who'd have rather given birth to a literal sea urchin than have to raise you. No word of a lie, there were tears in my head that I mean, I kinda zone out when people are criticizing me, but I just didn't tone the voice, so I knew she was saying her full shit. My mom said it showed a fundamentally trusting nature, but it was obvious I was somewhat inhibited by my innate friendliness, leading to an inability to truly engage with what people were saying. In a way, my mother argued I was almost like a dog for that trait, which is why I had to sleep outside in a kennel for most of my childhood. Anyway, I'm just about able to pull myself together, tears rolling down my face and a large snort bubble in my left nostril, giving light to my words that I don't care what she thinks about me and that I just want to succeed in the milk business. She invites me to sit down and talk. Of course, I instantly sat on her lap. According to my mother, my father left us about 2 years before I was born, and for that reason, she's always been a little distant toward me, so I kind of lack a female role model in my life. It was probably kind of weird because we were the same age and I was burying my face in her jacket like I was 3 years old, crying about how my dad never loved me and I can't find a girlfriend or boyfriend or even get a car, which I don't need, so I pray with my feet. She tried to get me committed to a psychiatric ward. Honestly, I probably would have gone with it if it weren't for the fact she told me, while petting my head, that she was going to have me given an injection to calm me down. I kind of oscillate back and forth between being terrified of sharp objects and not even registering them as a threat because I'm so eager to please my therapist, who reminds me of my mother that I go the extra mile constantly. At that time, my therapist was trying to get me to recognize that mindlessly complying when people threaten me with spikes isn't always the best option, so I was completely terrified. I straight up leap off that woman's lap and jump for the nearest window. Unfortunately, these windows had bars, so my efforts to hold myself outside bore no fruit. I hear the vain calls of the hobos outside though, so I knew they had my back and would have willingly let me fall on them. It warms my heart and buoys my spirit. Instead, I run down the stairs as fast as I can. Fortunately, legs have been strengthened by my frequent use of my Fred Flintstone car, so I can move when I need to. On my way out, I grab a few bottles of milk from the refrigerator. Maybe I won't learn how to produce mine, but I can at least sell a few bottles. I mean, people keep going on about the Slim Shady fella, but I bet even he can't